Welcome to live coverage of Tiger football on Republic Tiger Sports. It's the biggest game of the year so far, Republic and Webb City. And the COC West season begins in earnest tonight. David Brazil alongside Rich Miles. And Rich, this is going to be a fun night. We have been here before and suffered a lot of long football games, but the last time we were here was a lot more fun, and we're expecting a lot more fun tonight.
Yeah, you had a playoff game, a district game that ended with Republic winning, and first time that Republic had ever beaten Webb City. And if you're looking at the past handful of years, Republic has won the last 3 out of 4 games, and the past couple games, Republic has won, and it has been by less than a field goal. So, as you had said, expecting a great game. You've got the COC West on the line. You've also got district positioning on the line too, so this game has a lot of significance.
Mentioned our first fast fact of the night. Republic has won 3 of the last 4 games with Webb City after losing 24 straight over the course of about 3 decades. Had never beaten the Cardinals until they did it on this field 3 years ago, and they have won 3 out of 4. And that's our first fast fact presented by Rapid Ship Republic. When Republic champs want to ship it fast, they ship it fast with Rapid Ship. We're going to take a break and be back to set the stage or the scene. We'll set them both when we come back on Republic Tiger Sports.
Looking for your next ride? Come see us at Pinnaker Chevrolet in Republic. Not only do we have a great selection of new Chevrolets on the lot, we've got a huge selection of pre-owned vehicles, all makes, all models, ready to drive home today. Need to sell or trade? We're buying cars, trucks, and SUVs, and we'll give you top dollar, no strings attached. Fair deals with local people you can trust. Let our family take care of yours at Pinnaker Chevrolet in Republic or online at pinnakerchevrolet.com.
This is Vanessa at Beauty and Wellness Co. At Beauty and Wellness, we are all about Retmo Spirit, and we're also about helping you optimize your internal wellness and enhance your external beauty. Whether you're looking to age gracefully or just looking for a boost of energy to help you refuel and recover, we are the place to go. Visit our spot at Highway 174 and Main Street. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram at Beauty Plus Wellness CO, or call us at 417-590-8200.
Go Tigers!
Kirk's Collision Center in Republic has been helping neighbors get back on the road with more than 20 years of experience behind the work. They're OEM certified, so repairs meet factory standards. And their team handles everything from collision and glass work to paintless dent repair. Even if your insurance company suggests another shop, you can always choose Kirk's, and every repair comes with a lifetime warranty. Learn more at kirkscollisioncenter.com.
It's important that there be a place that preserves and recognizes the history.
I think you come in here and you look at all these trophies. It shows you that there's been excellence in this community for generations. It's important for a community like Republic to have that.
I'm Robin McKee with your locally owned UPS store. We've raised our family in Republic, and we're here to help local businesses thrive with printing, shipping, and more. Visit us in the shopping center behind Commerce Bank, and let's succeed together at the UPS store.
Since 2014, Republic Animal Hospital has been caring for pets with the personal touch you'd expect from a hometown clinic.
You know people are friendly here. I think there's still those small town values here, and I like being part of the community.
From dogs and cats to pocket pets, Dr. Ferguson and her team provide compassionate care in a comfortable, expanded facility designed for both pets and their people. Republic Animal Hospital, caring for your pets because they're family. Welcome back to the Hines Street Pharmacy Retmo Football Pregame Show on Republic Tiger Sports.
This time, if we direct your attention to the video board to meet our varsity cheer team and our Red Ops.
Should be a great game tonight. We've talked about a little bit of what to expect, and we're going to do keys to the game in a second. But first, Rich, tell us a little bit about what you expect from Webb City tonight, because I know they've, as always, you come down here and they're a good team.
Yeah, they're a very good team. Webb City, everybody's known about Webb City. It's a program that not only seems to be ranked in the state, but there's some times where they were ranked nationally. They've got so many state championships that go back to the 80s. From 89 all the way to 2021, they've got up there up on their scoreboard, and that doesn't count the many times they went to the state championship but lost. So this is a storied program. You expect offensively, this is going to be a team that has historically done different types of option. They do the veer option, inside, outside option. They'll do midline. It's a team that doesn't throw it too much. They'll keep it on the ground quite a bit, which is pretty significant due to the fact that Republic also runs it the majority of the time. So you're going to see two offenses tonight that are going to be very run-heavy.
Rich, the reason I asked you to talk for a little bit is that's what's called an audible in football lingo. We were going to do keys to the game when we came back, and our graphics weren't working, but I think we've got them set now, so we're going to talk about our keys to the game. Presented by Tricia Phelps' team, EXP Real Estate, and Rich, you go first. What's your key to the game tonight?
Key to the game is Webb City notoriously runs the ball quite a bit. Last week versus Neosho, they only threw the ball 4 times. They had 2 backs last week that ran for over 100 yards. They will run the veer, the midline. They'll run power, just a straight give up the middle. So if our defense, especially the defensive line, can sustain the line of scrimmage and try to slow down this Webb City run game, this will give us a great chance of coming out of here with a win.
Rich, you're not going to get to go first every time if you keep stealing mine, but go ahead, Tim, and what's your key to the game?
It's win the battle of stops plus turnovers. Webb City has a high-powered offense, 39 points a game, but their defense is un-Webb-like, giving up 29 points a game. So I think it's going to be a high-scoring affair. Stops are going to be few and far between. Whoever gets them is probably going to come out on top.
And mine is that the D-line's got to hold up. I mean, in talking to Ryan Cornelson earlier this week, size, Republic's always outsized. That's always a factor. But when they're outsized against a team that runs more of a spread offense, that's a different matter from when you've got somebody like Webb City who just lines up and pounds it straight at you. Republic's defensive line, which is much smaller, is going to have to hold up, and that's going to be a key thing to keep watching throughout the game as we take stock of what's transpiring tonight. We're going to take another break and be back with more after this timeout. You're watching Tiger Football on Republic Tiger Sports.
Running out of space? Keystone Storage on North Main and Republic keeps your valuables safe with fenced, gated access and 24-hour cameras. Rent a unit at our 24/7 kiosk or sign up online today. Next to Sweeney Elementary, KeystoneStorageMo.com.
Street Pharmacy, this is Kim. May I help you? Feeling rough, we've got the stuff. Hines Street Pharmacy, care you trust. Friendly faces, prices neat. Feel better right down Hines Street.
Welcome back to the Hines Street Pharmacy Repmo Football Show, and you've all heard most of you have probably seen the old Saturday Night Live skit, and I would say that Webb City needs less cowbell here tonight. There's a lot of cowbell going on here in Webb City as they introduce their starters, and always a big crowd, although I thought it was interesting. There's a big crowd here, but I thought it was interesting in looking back at the game 3 years ago as I was writing the preview, I was looking for a photo to use and looked back at one of the photos that Steve Rackley took of the coin flip. It was a Saturday game. If you remember, there was a storm on Friday night, and they postponed the game to Saturday. So that's somewhat of the reason. But the photo as the opening coin flip was happening, the stands on the Webb City side were not very full at all. And I think it goes to show, I think that's a lot about the amount of respect that Republic was getting at that point as a program. And that's not really Webb City's fault. Republic hadn't done a lot to earn the respect at that point. But since that time, they've certainly done it.
Oh, yeah. Definitely Republic has, since Coach Cornelison has come in and established his program and his coaching staff. Obviously, we've turned a corner here, and he talked about in the show, doesn't make any difference who we're playing. Doesn't make any difference if we're playing Nixa, Webb City, or Waynesville, who, what is on the front of the jersey shouldn't influence you. And I definitely think that shows that the Republic football program is no longer quite as intimidated as it had been maybe in the past coming in here to Webb City.
Yeah, they have obviously turned it around. I mean, you can't turn it around much more than Ryan Cornelison has done here in Republic, and it'll be interesting to see what happens here tonight. This is a gauntlet of a schedule when you get in the COC West. You got Webb City. Next week they'll have Carthage, and then the following week they'll have Neosho, which took Webb City right down to the wire and lost by 3 points in a high-scoring game. I think that high-scoring game last week between Neosho and Webb City is probably part of the reason that Tim Barnes said that possessions are going to be so vital here tonight. And it may come down to, as we were joking on the way down, may come down to something like an onside kick where Ryan Cornelison tries to steal a possession. You would think that if anybody's going to be ready for it, it's going to be Webb City.
Yeah, due to the fact that we talked about the game where Coach went for it 3 different times in that Webb City game that we referred to a few years ago. Kind of took everybody by surprise, especially Webb City. But going back to that schedule, you'd said Webb City, Carthage, and Neosho, and that's all the teams are just stacked there at the top of the districts, all tied at 4-1. Republic's at the top, 4-1. Webb City's next, 4-1. Carthage is third in the district, 4-1, and Neosho is fourth at 4-1. So these next few games are going to be significant to everybody on wins and losses, because that definitely repositions everybody within the district.
Republic at number 1 now has its own, its destiny is in its own hands. If it wins out, they'll be the number 1 seed when district comes around. The importance of that, although maybe not as important since Neosho is also so good, but I don't want to play, if I'm Republic, Carthage and Webb City on back-to-back weeks and have to beat them. I think Republic would handle it fine. They would be feel that they're capable of doing that, but I think that given your druthers, you would rather, like I said, I don't know if that still applies to Neosho, but typically you would not want to play Webb City and Carthage back-to-back.
Yeah, it makes it difficult already, playing them once in the season, then you have to play them again. And I also like, being that higher seed because you get that home field advantage. The higher seeds host the lower seeds.
We're going to take one more quick break while they do the coin flip, and we'll be back with the opening kickoff after this timeout on Republic Tiger Sports.
It can happen at any time. Fire damage, water damage, smoke damage, and can make your home unlivable. PuroClean will bring your home back to life. Our state-of-the-art drying equipment gets your life back to normal, and we work with all insurance companies. Tear it out, dry it up, rebuild it. PuroClean gets your home or business looking like it did before. Day or night, our specialists are ready to respond. The paramedics of property damage. PuroClean.
Whether you have a hole in your roof or you're missing a single shingle, you know who to call in Republic. It's Mike Mansker and the team at Absolute Roofing. Give them a call at 869-0444 or find them online at absoluteroofers.com.
Rapid Ship Republic, building relationships one package at a time.
Fast, friendly, local. Skip the lines and ship local. Rapid Ship Republic is fast, friendly, and just around the corner. We stand with the Republic Tigers. Good luck this season.
Welcome back. Tigers and Cardinals just about set to do battle. It has turned into quite a rivalry. And the teams have played extremely close games the last couple of years. They have, ever since Republic won that game, it's been tooth and nail every time. Last two meetings between Republic and Webb City were decided by a total of 3 points. And that fast fact brought to you by Rapid Ship Republic. When Republic champs want to ship it fast, they ship it fast with Rapid Ship. Elijah Peary has it teed up. Let's see if he boots it in the end zone. He had 8 touchbacks last week. And that was good enough to get him on that list of all-time best performances on the Missouri State High School Athletics Association website. And he does kick that one into the end zone. So that's at least 9 consecutive touchbacks on kickoffs by Elijah Peary. And Webb City will start things off on the 20-yard line.
So as we said, the team that is going to dominate the line of scrimmage tonight is probably going to be the one that it's going to be the victor. You've got 2 run-heavy teams. You're going to see Webb City come out with a heavy dose of option, whether it's midline or veer.
And that's Braden Strickland, the quarterback, under center. Trevion Turner went in motion. They throw it to him over here on this side, and a good tackle made by the Tigers. That was Jackson Taylor, number 23, who got in there first and made that stop.
Jackson Taylor on the tackle. Yards on the play, 2nd and 4.
Gain of 6, 2nd down and 4, near hash mark. And again, Strickland under center. No motion that time, and Strickland is taken down as he crosses the line of scrimmage. He's picked up about 3 yards, but Caleb Norman was there to take him down on his way through, and it's going to be 3rd and 1. Well, maybe 3rd and 2. Gain of only about 2 yards on that for Strickland. So far, the line of scrimmage holding its own for the Tigers. Cooper White, Ekene Chukwu.
There's confusion with Webb City. They're missing a player.
Grayson Hart is out there. And that is a 1st down. Tackle made by Lashley and Montiel. Tigers have also got Keith Ellis out there at tight end, at defensive end, trying to get a little more size. Ellis 6'3", 195. And the 1st down play, they fake the handoff and pitch it. They seal off the blocker on the outside, driven out of bounds. Abel Getz, the junior, and Jackson Taylor ushers him out of bounds.
Defense did an okay job there on defending the option. Did a great job of someone coming up and making the QB pitch it. We just need to do a little bit better job on whoever he pitches it to, that we've got someone out there, whether that's a D-end, an outside linebacker, or maybe a corner coming up to cover the person that the QB's pitching it to.
2nd down and 4, that big offensive line up front for the Cardinals. Strickland fakes the handoff, pitches it near side, and not a lot of room, and out of bounds. Govan was over there, so was Norman.
Much better that time defending against the option. Not allowing a lot of space there. When the QB finally pitched it, the running back didn't have a lot of room. He was squeezed there on the out of bounds.
Yeah, they were over here on this side of the field anyway, and they ran it this way, and the defense strung it out. Big 3rd and 4 coming up here from the 39-yard line. Turner goes in motion. They pitch it, and nowhere to go. The defense comes up and makes the stop, and that is Gavin Lawhon, number 21, who got to him first. Big play and a big stick by Lawhon, and that sets the tone for the Tiger defense.
Yeah, you can obviously tell the defense has been preparing for that option.
So Webb City will punt it away. The snap bounced. He's in trouble. He got it away. And a flag comes in late. Let's watch the replay on that.
22-yard line. There's a flag on the play.
And I think that's going to give Webb City a new set of downs. And boy, you cannot do that. I know the ball was loose, but that's a tough break, and it keeps the Webb City drive alive. And you talk about possessions and how important they are, and the Tigers just gave them one there. Personal foul, and Webb City is going to have the ball up near midfield now.
Yeah, not only do you give them a first down after the defense did a great job of making a punt, but you just move the ball all the way out almost to the 50-yard line.
The ball on the 49, the defense will have to do it again. And they give it to the fullback, and he pounds his way through. And Mason Williams, the 5'10 senior, picks up good yardage before Montiel brings him down.
That time, the D-line's going to have to do a better job at creating a big pile up there, not allowing that fullback to have any running lanes.
Players shifting around in the backfield. And a quick hitter through the line, up the middle. Montiel, or rather Lawhon made the stop. Montiel was in there too.
Yeah, if you go back and look at that, Lawhon did a great job on tackling. He leveled that running back.
Yeah, that was Getz with the carry. So it's 1st and 10 on the 38. Missed opportunity for the Tigers after the penalty. Looks like they're going to throw. They do, and nowhere to go as the tackle is made by Alex Johnson. Complete pass for about 3 yards, maybe 4.
Alex Johnson doing a really good job there, staying with the receiver. Receiver just did a short out route. As soon as the receiver caught the ball, Alex was on top of him, taking him down to the ground, not allowing him to get any yardage after the catch.
What cost the Tigers so many seasons, so many games was missed tackles against Webb City, and so far they have not been missing tackles. There's a good gainer. They gave it to Williams, the fullback again. First one through. He's near the first down, but maybe a couple of yards short. 3rd down and 2. Cooper White, number 55, made the stop.
So far early in this game, Webb City's offense is kind of mixing things up. They will do a couple plays just right up the gut between the guards, and then they'll try to test the outside again.
Again, they gave it to Williams, and I think he's got the first down. Picked up about 3. There's that straight-ahead running that Ryan Cornelson talked about.
And now that we can have like a better camera angle, we're kind of looking at a side and slightly from the back. You can see Webb City does a unique thing where their quarterback and their 2 backs, sometimes 3 backs, all squat down, being so low, and it makes it difficult for the linebackers to see who's got the ball because they're all squatted low.
And the shotgun, well, temporarily. Now he comes up under center. A lot of movement before the snap. And again, first one through. And Williams is brought down by Govan. But they have figured out on the Webb City side that straight ahead run is going to be a success for them. The Tigers are going to have to adjust defensively.
Yeah, and it's never good whenever your safety or one of your corners is the one that's having to make the tackle on a fullback or a tailback just running right up the middle.
1st and 10 from the 14. They run the option. 2 guys took out the quarterback. And a great play by Lashley to come up and make the stop when it looked like it was going to be a bigger gain. Carry by Getz, I believe.
And that's right there is part of defending against the option. You got to have one, in that case, 2 guys who've just got to come up and hit that QB just as he's pitching it.
Gain of 4, 2nd down and 6. Ball on the 10-yard line. And gets again short gain of about 2, maybe 3. It'll be 3rd down and 3 from around the 7. Mason Whitworth, number 44, made the tackle. They pitch it to the outside, and the Tigers get over there and knock them out of bounds, but it's a 1st down, so it'll be 1st and goal from inside the 5 as Lawhon got there first on the pitch to I didn't see who that was, Tim. What number was that? Who had the carry?
Williams,
yeah. So 1st and goal on the 2. Webb City trying to make the Tigers pay for that roughing the passer penalty. Getz runs into the pile, stays on his feet, leans in, and it's a touchdown. So with 3:59 left to go in the 1st quarter, Webb City strikes first after the penalty against Republic. Allows them to keep the drive alive. The run by Getz puts it in the end zone and makes it 6-0.
Just going back to the keys of the game, slowing down Webb City's run game and establishing, who's going to dominate the line of scrimmage. That time, Webb City won.
Left-footed kicker boots it through, and with 3:59 left, it's 7-0 Webb City. We'll take a break and be back with more after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
Raising financially confident kids starts with Telcom Credit Union. For our youngest members, the Kirby Kangaroo Club makes saving fun with rewards and surprises. When kids are ready to earn, Greenlight links chore payments and financial goals directly to their own app and debit card, teaching the value of money. And for teens earning a paycheck, our Teen Checking provides direct deposit, debit card access, and guardrails to prepare for adulthood. Through every milestone, Telcom helps kids and teens build lifelong money skills.
Buying or selling a home isn't just about the sign of the yard, it's about decisions, big ones. That's why the Tricia Phelps team approaches real estate like advisors, not salespeople. From fast-track financing to investment strategy, Tricia helps you make the right move with confidence, because longevity in this business is no accident. Call Tricia Phelps team with eXp Realty to learn more.
Welcome back. Republic will try to respond to that Webb City drive. And they pooch it into the middle. Kind of a tough hop, but Lashley picks it up, takes it out to the 38. And the Tigers will start with good field position on their first drive of the game.
Yeah, that was an interesting kick. It looked like that was intentional. Just a little kick that didn't go very far. It's caught around the 30-yard line.
Preston McCracken under center. Villasika went in motion. They gave it to Hull right up the middle, and he has a good gain of about 4 on first down. That's what the Tigers need minimally on first down, really, is 4. And if they can consistently get 4 every time, then feeling pretty good about the way things are going offensively. 17-play drive for Webb City at 80 yards. They come near side to Pelfrey, and not much running room there. Picked up 1, and it'll be 3rd down and long for the Tigers, 3rd and 5.
Yeah, there was a backer on the backside for Webb City who didn't commit on the run. Waited just to make sure nothing was coming back.
Call it 3rd and 4. Ball on the 44-yard line. Villasika in the slot over there on the right side. They fake it. McCracken rolls and stumbles forward out past the 45 to the 46. It'll be 4th and 2 coming up for the Tigers, and this is an interesting call.
It is. The ball's out in the middle of the field, and it's kind of 50-50. We've seen Coach go for it here in this part of the field, and we've seen him punt.
Well, I would say they're probably going to call a timeout.
Let's see if Webb City's learned their lesson on that.
Yeah, but the one time they didn't bite, Republic threw a pass and scored a big touchdown. They thought about jumping. A lot of noise, and the Tigers do call a timeout. So with 2:12 left to go in the first quarter, Republic will face a big decision here, 4th and 2. And while they think it over, we'll take a quick break. Back with more after this. Choose locally owned Central Gas Propane for unmatched service. They go the extra mile for your needs. Call 417-725-3833 or visit centralgasmo.com to switch and save today. All right, welcome back. I think they're going for it here. I would be surprised if they kick it away, especially given the way that first drive went. McCracken comes out. We have seen him back up and kind of pooch kick it, but I think they'll go for it here. 4-man front, 8 in the box for Webb City. And they give it to McCracken, or McCracken just keeps it and got a huge push and picked up about 4.
Man, give a lot of credit there to the offensive line. That was such a huge push. They literally shoved Webb City's D-line into the linebackers, and the linebackers had nowhere to go. McCracken does a great job stretching out at the end.
Yeah, great job. So 1st and 10. That's a big first down. Overstreet is split out wide over here on the near side. They give it to Hull up the middle, and he carries it forward for about 3. 2nd down and 7 coming up for Republic.
That time Webb City brought a bunch of guys up. They just kind of filled the box up there, stacked the box. They keep doing that. You would think that coach would eventually call some play outside.
Yeah, or play action or something. I'm sure that's in the playbook at some point tonight. But I'll try to establish the run some more here. Fair went in motion, and on the option, he gave it to Hull. Saw that it was covered if he kept it, so he just let Hull keep it, and it's a 3rd down and 4. I mean, the way this game is going, we may have like about 8 drives total. We're down to 40 seconds left to go in the first quarter already. Player in motion, and a keeper for McCracken gets to the edge and out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. First down, Tigers.
And that's what I was talking about right there. If they keep creeping guys inside the box there, leaving the wings out there, outside the hash marks, wide open. Eventually, it's going to be, right there. McCracken keeps it, or a quick little pass maybe to a tight end that goes on an out route, or something, an option play. So great job that there makes Webb City's defense try to play a little honest.
Ball on the 36, and it's 1st and 10. Villasika and Claire in the slot, and a little play action, roll out to the right. Throw is too high, and it is tipped and almost brought down by Govan. Broken up, and Govan stayed with it and almost got it back.
And glad to see Govan out there. He got hit in the arm that took him out of the game last week, so it's great to see him out there on a pass route.
Watch it again. Pass is a little high, but Govan almost took it out of the air. So 2nd down and 10. Just a little too much mustard on that pass. They pitch it to Villasika. Don't see that very much, and he picks up a good chunk of yardage, about 5. Boy, have the Tigers pitched it? You remember him pitching it yet?
Nope. Just old school toss sweep. A lot of times you have a lineman who pulls out there, and it's just a quick toss. The quarterback kind of rolls out the opposite way and pitches it, obviously left this time, hoping to catch an outside linebacker sneaking in.
And we've already come to the end of the first quarter. That is incredible. Not even 2 possessions yet, and we're at the end of the first. It's 7-0 Webb City. We'll take a break. Back with the second quarter after this timeout on Republic Tiger Sports.
I'm State Farm Agent Sarah Rader. When it comes to protecting your home, auto, and family, I'm always in the red zone, ready to push through for the win. I'll help you tackle high rates and score big on coverage. Learn more at sarahrader.com.
My friend Lori Casagrande sets the scene with style buyers can't resist.
And my friend Elizabeth Gold sets the price and protects your profit.
They fall in love.
You cash the check.
Curb appeal. Close the deal.
All right, welcome back. Ready to go in the second quarter. Webb City on top, 7-0. 3rd down and 5 for Republic on the 31-yard line. Overstreet, split wide to the left. All in there at fullback. They give it to Claire, and he is wrapped up as he got to the line of scrimmage. No gain for Owen Claire, and now it's 4th down and 5.
Obviously, Coach went for it on 4th down in the middle of the field. He's going to go for it here.
Yeah, you would want that to be more. The no gain on 3rd down is a tough one.
Govan checked in, and so did Lahan.
So they've got the 2 athletes they like to get in space, and they're going to call a timeout. As Claire went in motion, Webb City stayed put, and with 11:20 left in the second quarter, we've got a big play coming up here for the Republic offense. We'll take a break. Back with more after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
Vision Health Eye Center in Republic provides clear vision for the big moments. Visit visionhealtheyecenter.com to book your comprehensive eye exam with Dr. Hart, Dr. Holmes, or Dr. Wilcox. Vision Health Eye Center. Clear vision for the big moments. For more than 50 years, Southern Sun Electric has been helping to build Republic and the Ozarks. For dependable commercial and industrial construction and service, choose Southern Sun Electric, a longtime supporter of Republic students. Find them online at southernsunelectric.com.
All right, welcome back. 4th and 5. Four wide receivers. Unusual and a low snap. McCracken gets it, throws it long to Govan, and it's picked off at the goal line, and they're going to say it's a touchback as his momentum carried him back. And the interception by Slade Hurd, the senior, listed as a running back on the roster. Doesn't even have a defensive position listed, but he was down there covering Govan, and they were ready for that pass to Kieran and picked it off. So they've got the ball on the 20.
It was a little different on that fourth down, as most of the time where Republic goes for it on fourth down, it's like 4th and 2, 4th and 1, 4th and inches. That time it was 4th and long almost. So that, necessitated a pass instead of a run play.
So the defense needs to step up here, and they start off well as they get Strickland. He tried to keep it. I think it was Montiel who got in there first, up off the bottom of the pile. Number 22.
1 yard on the play for the Cardinals, second down. 9 yards to go, 21.
Give him a gain of 1. It's second down and 9. One wide receiver to the right. They fake it. They're going to throw it off the play action. They go deep, and it is too long. Lawhon with the coverage. And it was intended for number 18, Jared Castro, but Gavin Lawhon, number 21, there to provide the coverage. It's 3rd and 9. Now this is a big play. The Tigers can get back on possession track if they can get the stop here.
For the Cardinals, 3rd down and 9 from the 21-yard line.
Webb City's got playmakers, but they don't want to be in a 3rd and 9 situation any more than Republic, based on how they usually run their offense. But they've got 4 wide receivers too. Well, I was not expecting both teams to have 4 wide receivers out there within a few plays of each other, and nowhere to go for Strickland, as Montiel and Whitworth were both there. Whitworth, number 44, the first one to get to him.
Defense did a great job there. I think the Webb City QB panicked. I think he could have stayed in the pocket just a little bit longer and maybe passed the ball, but he panicked, decided to become a running back, and he had nowhere to go.
Snap bounced. Second time that's happened. Jackson Taylor calls for the fair catch and has it at the 44-yard line. And so Republic, with 10:02 left to go in the half, has an opportunity to get back and tie this up with a good drive here. We'll keep it right here as they switch sides. They moved the ball that last drive, Rich, just weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, and going back, that was very unique. Webb City team that runs, almost 90-10 run versus pass play. They go back-to-back pass plays, but the defense does a great job.
McCracken keeps it after the fake handoff and is upended. Great defensive play. It was Carson Myers, the defensive back, who came up and got him. Looked like to me that McCracken had a lot of room, and Myers came in quickly and stopped him for a gain of 2.
He has 2 yards on the play for the Tigers, second down and 8 for the 46.
And in motion, and they kept it. McCracken got away from one, got away from another, finally brought down. Boy, they were in the backfield fast, and that was an offensive line breakdown that you don't see very often from the Tigers.
Yeah, they just had a linebacker who just blitzed right up the middle, picked a gap, took it, guessed right. Sometimes you blitz yourself out of a play, and that time they blitzed right into it.
He just slid off the block, and McCracken wasn't able to do anything with it. So 3rd and 17, and the Tigers are in a situation they don't want to be in now. On their last possession, I talked about 3rd and 5 being a little dicey. And they give it to Claire. He's got good room, and he might get the first down. He does! Owen Claire breaks it into Webb City territory, and that is unexpected. And now we've got some extracurricular activity back in the backside.
Yeah, that's an understatement there. I'm surprised there was no flag thrown. You had a Webb City and Republic player literally wrestling on the ground.
It was Slade Hurd for Webb City and Riley Verstrate for the Tigers that were engaged in some close contact. 8:35 left, and the Tigers have a first down. While that was happening, the more enjoyable part of that play was the big run by Owen Claire. There goes in motion. They give it nope, McCracken keeps it, And he follows his blocker all the way down, and in comes a flag late. I don't know if it was a late hit. Nope, it's holding.
There's a holding against Republic.
Let's take a look at that again and see if we can catch the tail end. Yeah, that's a tough call.
After the penalty, first down and 14.
So that's first and 14. Republic finding itself in down and distance situations it's not accustomed to tonight. And right up the middle, Hull, and the ball came loose, and Webb City's got it. Popped right out as he spun away and recovered by number 83, Trevor Laughlin. The second effort by Hull, and he's hit from behind, and the ball just pops out of there. So Webb City gets it back with 8:17 left, and they've got a chance to take a two-possession lead again. Man, this has been a defensive struggle all the way down. We talked about how high-scoring this game was going to be, and the defenses are making us eat crow early. And off inside. And that went to Mason Williams. Gain of a couple. Second down and 8.
The defense comes up strong like they did the previous possession, making Webb City go 3 and out. Of course, Webb City did the abnormal passing it back-to-back plays that were both incomplete.
Only touchdown in this game is because of the penalty against Republic that kept the drive alive. Otherwise, the defenses have been in control, and there's Govan. It came in and made a big hit.
Yeah, if you go back to that replay, Govan read. He knew exactly that was going to be an option play as it was developing, and he doesn't even hesitate. He just comes in from his position and blows up the ball carrier.
It was Haslip, number 29. And yeah, Govan went right at him and took him out. 3rd and 9. Man, these defenses have been great tonight. Tigers really fortunate to be in this game. The defense is keeping them in it after mistakes on offense. And there's a breakaway, and that was going to be a touchdown. They never brought down Mason Williams, and he broke free and beat everybody to the end zone. 6:50 left to go in the second quarter, and the Cardinals have a 2-touchdown lead at 13-0. They had their chances to get him and just never could. And Webb City on top by 2 scores.
And that's where we've talked about where you have to do good tackling. Good tackling is literally, the bedrock, the core of defense, and that right there shows that if you don't do good tackling, a good running back, an athletic running back is going to make you pay for it.
Webb City goes for the extra point, almost blocked. Kick is good, and with 6:50 left to go in the first half, Webb City has taken a 14-0 lead. We'll take a break. Back with more after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
Buying or selling? Javier Romero at Murney Associates brings a builder's eye to every deal. He'll crawl under the house, climb the attic, help you fix what's needed, and guard your bottom line. Relax. He handles the details. You get the keys. Find him online at javierromero.murney.com or call 417-351-1807.
State Farm Insurance is there anytime, anywhere you need it with helpful advice and award-winning service. In Republic, call Chris Yoakum at 732-1463 or go online at chrisyoakum.com and get to a better state. 6:50 remaining. And Webb City will tee it up and kick it off. Leading now 14-0. Jared Castro will kick it off. And he kicks a little line drive and a fair catch called for.
Interesting
catch by Evan Rockhill.
That's back-to-back kickoffs where Webb City just went for just a little pooch kick instead of trying to kick it deep.
Republic's had some good returns.
Yeah.
And they just have decided to avoid that. And they don't have Elijah Peary who can kick it in the end zone anytime he wants. So, 1st and 10, ball on the 33-yard line. Tigers need a score here. They will get the ball first in the second half. So if they could drive it down and score the last touchdown. There's McCracken, and he's got a lot of room, and he's going to answer. There's a couple of men trying to catch him. He's inside the 10, and McCracken breaks it. So just like that, the Tigers break back on top on the big run by Preston McCracken.
And if you go back and watch, he acts like he's going to go left, and then he comes back to the right.
Skipped over the line, and then it was off to the races, and nobody could catch up to him from the backside. What a turnabout for the Tigers as Preston McCracken puts it in the end zone from 67 yards away.
Talk about an energy shift, too. Webb City goes up 14-0, and just like that, you kind of feel a sigh of relief from the Republic side.
I mean, I will say I was hoping that they would score right before halftime, but we'll take it. Kick by Perry is up and through, and it's 14-7, and there's the offense we were looking for. 6:38 left to go in the half. 14-7 Webb City. Back with more after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
Huey Magoo's is almost open in Republic, just over a mile from the stadium. The filet mignon of chicken is coming soon, and with it, Republic Tiger Sports post-game parties after home football games this season. Huey Magoo's opening soon.
Any day is a great day to send flowers. Heaven Sent Flowers and Gifts has been your local florist in Republic since 1987, offering free local delivery. Call them at 732-1334 or go online to heavenssentflowers.com. Welcome back. Tim Barnes just made a prediction. Tim?
I'm calling it an onside kick here, but my predictions so far tonight are totally wrong. So
I will say,
take it with a grain of salt.
I wasn't thinking it, but now that you mention it, I wouldn't be surprised. He doesn't look like he's going to kick an onside kick. And he doesn't. Kicks it into the end zone. 10 consecutive touchbacks by Elijah Peary. And Webb City will have it on the 20. I wonder if part of the reasoning there is that the defense has actually played pretty well. And so give them a long field, and you might be able to stop them. Ryan Cornelson has tended to do the onside kicks when the defense has not been getting stops. And part of the thinking is, well, if they're going to score anyway, doesn't matter if they score from the 50 or the 20, you got a chance to get the possession away from them. So the Tigers need to avoid, and there's a good start. The ball is loose and then picked up, and the whistle blows. It was a penalty on a false start. Webb City fans wanted a flag, but the Webb City runner picked it up and was running with it. Was Braden Strickland. So it's 1st and 15. Uncharacteristic mistake there. Ball on the 15-yard line. And inside, they gave it to number 38, Braylon Coleman. I don't know if that's 38 or not.
Great play ball. Cooper White with the tackle.
Cooper White made the stop.
Play, 2nd down and 12 for the Cardinals from the 18-yard line.
2nd and 12. 4-man front for the defense. They fake it, and nowhere to go for Strickland as he kept it. Helmet comes off late, and there's the flag on Lawhon. That's the second time that a helmet has come off for Webb City, and I don't think helmets come off that often. Just So that makes me wonder what actually happened there.
Yeah, they don't come. I mean, they're strapped down pretty good, even on a sweaty head. They're on there pretty tight. But man, that just negates a good defensive stand there. You had Chuck Wu, who I think initially made the contact there, making the running back maybe get a yard. That's why you got to be sound, both mentally and physically.
1st and 10 on the 35, 5:50 left to go in the first half. Tigers have had opportunities twice to stop Webb City. Gave up a touchdown after one, and there's, I think, illegal motion. Someone was still moving. Yep, false start. Now there's so much motion going on, and Webb City sets itself back 5 yards at the beginning of that series too.
1st and 15 now, the 30-yard line.
You're right. There's been some plays where Webb City's got a lot of movement going on, and at times it even looks like someone's still moving or not set when the ball has been snapped, or possibly having someone move before the ball snapped. Kind of looks like there's been some O-linemen that are anticipating the snap.
1st and 15. Tigers showing blitz, and they gave it up the middle. A gain of 5, maybe 6.
That
by
was
Mason Williams.
Chuck Wu who made the tackle there.
Mason Williams,
Under 5 in the half. Webb City's in no hurry. They want to run the clock down as much as Republic did.
You interviewed Chuck Wu yesterday in your football show.
Yeah.
Great young man. Did a great job of answering all your questions.
Yeah, that was a fun interview. All 3 of them. And tried to get to the outside. Lawhon is there to stand him up. And the rest of the team comes in to push him back. Whitworth and Norman were there to clean it up. And that was Abel Getz. It'll be 3rd down and long. 3rd and 7 for the Cardinals.
You got to be thinking that Webb City's probably not going to just give the ball right up the middle when it being 3rd and 7 with 4 minutes before halftime. They're either going to throw the ball or try something outside.
I don't know. That's what they scored on last time. Right up the middle. Republic missed some tackles. A lot of movement, under pressure, throw, and a knockdown. Good play. That's Lawhon again. Gavin Lawhon, number 21, comes in and breaks up the pass. And it's 4th and 7. And now the Tigers can get the ball back with time to score.
Lawhon doing a great job staying in the hip pocket of the receiver that he was covering. And when the ball is getting close to the receiver, he just extends his hands out and just bats the ball down.
And that ball skipped all the way back. There's a whistle. And if Webb City does not turn it over on a punt attempt tonight, they are living right. It's a false start. All 3 of the snaps have bounced at least once, and I don't think that one ever got off the ground.
Nope, and this is the 3rd false start on Webb City on this drive.
So it's 4th and 12 now. Everybody moves up 5 yards. That one is just dropped, and he got it away. It kind of wobbles out there, takes a Webb City roll all the way down inside the 30 to the 25 to the 24. Webb City got a break there. Dropped the snap. That one made it all the way back in the air, but it was off to the right, and now we've got a whistle on a sideline warning.
But going back to that punt, Webb City's punts have just been horrific. The punters dropped the ball. That one, they got a lucky bounce, but it was a bad kick after he dropped it. So I would definitely keep that in the back of your mind that Webb City's punting game is not the best. You might, try to adjust something, have someone come screaming off the edge, anticipating that it's going to be a really bad snap or the punter dropping the ball again.
The best thing that unit has done is get run into, and that ended up leading to a touchdown. McCracken keeps it, a lot of room. He comes to the near side. He's got a big gap up the sideline. He outraces the defender into Webb City territory, and watch out, Preston McCracken has ripped off a couple of big runs. He's inside the 35. Nope. Inside the 40, at about the 36 is where they're going to mark it.
And that run was very similar to his touchdown run, where it was just a keeper by him up the middle, and then he bounces it outside as soon as he gets past the line of scrimmage.
So 1st and 10, 3.5 left in the second quarter, and they turn and hand it to Claire, who slipped the tackle and picked up about 3 yards. Looked like he was going to get hit at the line of scrimmage, and then when he slipped free, I thought he was going to break it, but the rest of the defense closed in on him. 2nd down and 7. Clock is ticking. Near 3 minutes left. Braxton Lundberg, number 40, checks out over there. Govan is in. He's wide to the left. Lawhon, number 21, wide to the right. Villasika in motion. They go up the middle, and that is Hull, who powers his way ahead for about 5 more. It'll be 3rd down and 2 with 2:47.
Let's see here. Coach still has two timeouts left, 1 timeout left. Not all the lights are on the scoreboard. I'm looking at the old scoreboard over here to my left. I should look at the new digital one to my right.
It's harder to read. There's more on it. 3rd and 3 is what they call it on the scoreboard. So a short 3 or a long 2. They need to get to the 26. And Hull got it. Didn't get there. The ball's down again, and Webb City's got it. That was chalked up to the exchange, I think, if we watch it again. Now we still don't have an indication. Oh, they're going to say he's down. Well, at least Republic wants them to say he's down. Talking it over. Republic's crowded around. Now one of the officials says, get away from us. They were just letting the Republic players stand. Nope. Basically, nobody knows. This is a coin flip. You can tell by the way they're talking. I mean, they're going to give it to Webb City. And I think that's probably the right call. But Ryan Cornelson wants an explanation and wants the referee to come over and tell him how they decided. And I think what he's going to say is, you had no idea, you just flipped a coin and pointed. And I think that's probably what happened, because they wouldn't have talked that long if they'd have known. So Cornelson will get his money's worth over there. Tigers can't catch a break.
And at this level, it's so difficult to make those hard decisions when you don't have instant replay like you do in the NFL and college, when you can see it from so many angles and get it slowed down. This all comes down to, who actually saw it.
I think Ryan Cornelson is indicating, if I could tell what he's gesturing, I think he's saying the first official actually pointed in Republic's direction, and then somebody else came in and changed it. And we've seen that happen before, to great consternation in the state quarterfinals last year with Elias, when Republic fumbled late after, well, I say fumbled, but the ball was down, the instant replay indicated. And handoff for a short gain. Again, Republic will get the ball to start the second half. So if they can get a stop here, then they're still basically even enough. And good defensive stop. Getz carried it. And there were 3 or 4 guys for Republic there. Caleb Norman was the first one there. Makes it 3rd and 5 for Webb City.
You would think that Webb City would hurry up just a little bit quicker.
I think maybe they're not sure they're going to get it, and they don't want to have to punt it again.
I don't know. I like being aggressive, especially here in the first half. And they're just taking their sweet time.
Well, the way they've punted, though, if they don't get it here, I'm surprised Republic hasn't called a timeout, honestly. And now I think they did.
No, the play
flag.
clock went down to 0.
Okay.
Oh, they're saying false start.
Okay, well, either way, they back up 5 yards. Man, that's a ton of penalties.
Because I looked over and the play clock was at 00 whenever the referee blew the whistle.
After the penalty, 3rd down and 10.
So now it's 3rd and 10.
On the 27.
The clock is running. The clock should not be running. After the penalty. You're saying the clock should be running, Rich? You're nodding. Now they have to call a timeout because the play clock almost ran out again. I don't think the clock should run. Rich, you're telling me that they could just continue to get delay of games and then restart the clock? Is that the way that works?
No, it was he signaled it was false start, so he set the ball, and then he motioned.
Okay. Yeah, because it was
start
a false
the clock.
start, not a delay of game.
Correct.
Yeah, that's what was in my head that they had a false start. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Be back with the end of this half after this timeout.
Your offensive line protects the quarterback, and I protect you from confusing Medicare options. I'm Wade Hobbs with Hobbs Insurance Group. Open enrollment starts October 15th. Don't get sacked by the December 7th enrollment deadline. You can find me on Facebook or call 417-425-3937. Go Tigers.
Elliott Robinson and Company, LLP, Certified Public Accountants, is Republic's local full-service accounting firm. They make possible our By the Numbers feature, where we look at stats that catch our eye on the Republic sports scene. They've been serving the area for more than 50 years, and you can find them in the Wildwood Plaza.
All right, welcome back. And goes in motion. They're going to throw it to the right. It's high and upended. Big hit by Govan, who came in and got the stop. Oh, my goodness.
That was like
good.
Earlier when Govan came up and made a tackle on the option. Govan obviously saw the play developing, knew exactly where the ball was going, came out of his position, and didn't hesitate to make a great open field tackle.
And now Republic calls timeout, and they are going to have to punt it away. Big play by Govan. And Tigers are flying around and hitting some people tonight. Republic calls the timeout with 34 seconds, and we'll keep it right here.
I would assume they're going after the punter this time.
I would think that would be the case. Jackson Taylor is deep.
Yeah, every punt has either been a bad snap or the punter literally just dropping the ball as soon as it hits his hands.
They don't look right now like they're going to. Nope. That one almost bounced, but I think it got there in the air. Taylor has it. Catches it at the 35 and is tackled at the 30. So he went backwards. And he goes down and he's hurt. But Jackson Taylor is shaken up, and they're going to have to tend to him. While they tend to Jackson Taylor, we're going to take a timeout. Back with more after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
Are you in search of a fair, reliable plumber that you can count on 24/7? Call Far Better Plumbing. Local, transparent, and reliable. No hidden fees, billed hourly on site. Far Better Plumbing is your plumbing connection for all residential, commercial, and excavation work. Far Better wants to be your plumber for life. Call them at 864-8703 or find them online at farbetterplumbing.com. Elliott Robinson and Company, LLP, Certified Public Accountants, is Republic's local full-service accounting firm. They make possible our By the Numbers feature, where we look at stats that catch our eye on the Republic sports scene. They've been serving the area for more than 50 years, and you can find them in the Wildwood Plaza across from Pinnaker Chevrolet or online at ercpa.com. Eris Pizza brings a slice of history to your table. Since 1961, their blend of handcrafted dough, rich sauces, and a variety of fresh toppings cooked in an authentic brick oven offers a unique dining experience. Explore their menu at erispizza417.com or drop into the Wildwood Plaza on Highway 60.
At First Christian Church of Republic, we believe in doing good unto others because life isn't just about touchdowns, it's about how we treat our teammates. Around here, it's about love, grace, and open doors for everyone. First Christian Church of Republic, loving God, loving people, doing life together. republicchristian.org.
Welcome back. Jackson Taylor walking off under his own power, so that's a good sign. And the Tigers, with 25 seconds left, I would not be surprised to see maybe read option like they've run, see if they can break one loose. I also wouldn't be surprised to see him take a knee at this point. Well, they got 4 wide receivers, so what do I know? Lawhon, Overstreet, and Goban. And they're going to maybe try to get past him. No, keeper. He's going to try and get to the sideline, and he does. That stops the clock with 17 seconds left. Heads up play by McCracken there.
Yeah, we always talk about, as a coach, you always talk about situational ball, whether it's basketball, baseball, this case football. Know the situation. You don't have any timeouts left. You got 17 seconds. Get yourself over to the line, to the out of bounds line there to stop the clock. Realizing there wasn't anything open, that he's probably going to get tackled. Did the best he could do, gaining yards and also stopping the clock.
Gain of 6. Govan at 6. They look like now they're going to, I think, kneel on it.
Ball's on the ground.
So 13 seconds left after that. There's been a couple of plays like that, 2 or 3, where the Tigers have just been confused. 5 seconds left. Are they going to bother? Nope, they're not going to snap it. So we have come to halftime now, and Webb City is on top with the benefit of some costly mistakes by Republic. 14-7. It's going to be a whale of the second half. Stick around. But first, we've got the Repmo halftime report presented by Beauty and Wellness Co. Coming up after this timeout on Republic Tiger Sports.
From Tiger fans to your business team, from booster fundraising to your youth league, Jennifer at Teamwear Solutions has been making Republic teams look great and raise money for years. Whatever your team, whatever your cause, she's ready. Teamwear Solutions, Tiger proven, team ready.
People's Community Bank has been part of Republic since 2014, proudly supporting local schools and community events. Located in West Republic on Highway 60, People's Community Bank offers loans with fast local decisions, competitive rates, and everyday banking with a hometown feel. Learn more at peoplescommunitybank.com. People's Community Bank, where community comes first.
Looking for your next ride? Come see us at Pinnaker Chevrolet in Republic. Not only do we have a great selection of new Chevrolets on the lot, we've got a huge selection of pre-owned vehicles, all makes, all models, ready to drive home today. Need to sell or trade? We're buying cars, trucks, and SUVs, and we'll give you top dollar, no strings attached. Fair deals with local people you can trust. Let our family take care of yours at Pinnaker Chevrolet in Republic or online at PinnakerChevrolet.com.
This is Vanessa at Beauty and Wellness Co. At Beauty and Wellness, we are all about Retmo Spirit, and we're also about helping you optimize your internal wellness and enhance your external beauty. Whether you're looking to age gracefully or just looking for a boost of energy to help you refuel and recover, we are the place to go. Visit our spot at Highway 174 and Main Street. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram at Beauty Plus Wellness CO or call us at 417-590-8200.
Go Tigers!
Kirk's Collision Center in Republic has been helping neighbors get back on the road with more than 20 years of experience behind the work. They're OEM certified, so repairs meet factory standards. And their team handles everything from collision and glass work to paintless dent repair. Even if your insurance company suggests another shop, you can always choose Kirk's, and every repair comes with a lifetime warranty. Learn more at kirkscollisioncenter.com.
Welcome to the Repmo Halftime Report presented by Beauty and Wellness Co. Tigers trailing 14-7 in a game they should, really, frankly, not be trailing, Rich. too many mistakes in the first half.
Yeah, 3 turnovers. You had 2 fumbles and an interception in the end zone there that could have easily tied this game up. But it was literally just right off the bat. The defense goes out there, does a great job of making Webb City go 3 and out. Punting the ball, you rough the kicker there, and you give not only Webb City a first down, but it moves the ball all the way out almost to the 50-yard line, and they just keep that momentum going, and they score a touchdown. So it's difficult for anybody, no matter how good you are, to come back from two touchdowns. And Webb City goes up 14-0. Just thankfully there that Preston was able to break a really long touchdown run over 50 yards there to quickly just respond to Webb City going up by 2 scores. A lot of this has just been, obviously you got to give credit to Webb City. They are good, but some of this has to obviously go to Republic just making too many mistakes.
Yeah, and that first penalty, the roughing the kicker, that's a killer because they had run 6 plays. They had lost 5 yards on a run on 3rd and 4. It was 4th and 9, and they were going to have to punt it away. Republic was going to get the ball, and instead that turned into a touchdown. So instead of great field position for Republic, it goes back the other way, and Webb City made Republic pay for that one. But the fact that they turned it over 3 times and they're only down by a touchdown and they get the ball, they've got to feel that if they can stop making silly mistakes, they're in decent shape. I mean, they've played pretty well. And the other touchdown by Webb City, a couple of missed tackles and off to the races. That was certainly could have been another defensive stop if not for that one big play. So the Tigers played well except on the mistakes, and that's what a team like Webb City will, that's where they'll make you pay. First touchdown came on a 17-play drive of 80 yards. It was a 2-yard run by Getz off the handoff that made it 6-0. The extra point was good. And with 3:59 left to go in the first quarter, Webb City took a 7-0 lead. Republic turned it over on an interception on their second drive.
Ladies and gentlemen,
that would have probably been, it was 4th and 5, and they tried a long pass. That would have been tough on that 4th and 5 play anyway, so it might have been a turnover on downs. But after the turnover, they forced Webb City to punt. But on its next possession, Webb City went 69 yards on only 3 plays. The run by Mason Williams for the touchdown with 6:50 left to go in the second quarter, and that made it 14-0. Tigers finally got on the board 1 play later. A 67-yard run by Preston McCracken on the first play of the drive. He scampered all the way to the end zone, and that gave the Tigers new life. Extra point by Elijah Peary was good. It was 14-7. Webb City had a stalled drive on its next possession. The Tigers looked like they would have an opportunity, but turned it over, and neither team was able to get it into the end zone from there, and that's where we are at halftime, 14-7. So that's the scoring recap. We're going to be back to look at some of the halftime stats after this timeout. You're watching the Retmo Halftime Report presented by Beauty and Wellness Co. on Republic Tiger Sports.
Kirk's Collision Center in Republic has been helping neighbors get back on the road with more than 20 years of experience behind the work. They're OEM certified, so repairs meet factory standards. And their team handles everything from collision and glass work to paintless dent repair. Even if your insurance company suggests another shop, you can always choose Kirk's, and every repair comes with a lifetime warranty. Learn more at kirkscollisioncenter.com.
It's important that there be a place that preserves and recognizes the history.
I think you come in here and you look at all these trophies, it shows you that there's been excellence in this community for generations. It's important for a community like Republic to have that.
Welcome back to the Halftime Report, presented by Beauty and Wellness Co. And if you're watching on Facebook, remember that the halftime show, when it's over, you can hop over to our YouTube channel, Republic Tiger Sports, and watch the second half. It should be a great second half. Tigers trailing 14-7, but they will get the ball first. And Rich Miles, you've got some numbers from that first half.
Yeah, a lot of the stats are pretty even between both teams. That both teams had 5 drives, but Republic has more total yards. Republic 179 yards to Webb City's 154. Republic was able to get more yardage on less plays. Republic has 23 to Webb City's 30, which obviously bumps up their average there. 7.8 yards per play for Republic versus 5.1 for Webb City. Republic leads on the run game. We talked about how the running game was going to be pretty much well established for both teams. They're both run heavy. Republic has 179 rushing yards to Webb City's 144. Passing yards, Republic doesn't have any, but Webb City was able to connect for 10 yards. And interceptions on the defensive side, Webb City's going to lead there. Webb City had an interception there in the end zone where McCracken was trying to hit, I believe, Govan, and just kind of floated the ball a little too much there and ended Republic's drive. Turnovers, we talked about that. Republic has 3 turnovers, 2 fumbles, 1 interception. And penalties, Webb City's got 4 for 20 yards, and Republic 3 for 40.
14-7 to score. Tigers trailing, but I'm feeling fairly good about the second half if they can stop making the mistakes they made in the first half. We're going to take another break while the Webb City band performs. Back with more after this on the Retmo Halftime Report from Republic Tiger Sports.
I'm Robin McKee with your locally owned UPS store. We've raised our family in Republic, and we're here to help local businesses thrive with printing, shipping, and more. Visit us in the shopping center behind Commerce Bank, and let's succeed together at the UPS store.
Since 2014, Republic Animal Hospital has been caring for pets with the personal touch you'd expect from a hometown clinic.
You know people are friendly here. I think there's still those small town values here, and I like being part of the community.
From dogs and cats to pocket pets, Dr. Ferguson and her team provide compassionate care in a comfortable, expanded facility designed for both pets and their people. Republic Animal Hospital, caring for your pets because they're family. Running out of space? Keystone Storage on North Main and Republic keeps your valuables safe with fenced, gated access and 24-hour cameras. Rent a unit at our 24/7 kiosk or sign up online today. Next to Sweeney Elementary, KeystoneStorageMo.com.
Street Pharmacy, this is Kim. May I help you? Feeling rough, we've got the stuff. Hines Street Pharmacy, care you trust. Friendly faces, prices neat. Feel better right down Hines Street.
Rapid Ship Republic, building relationships one package at a time.
Fast, friendly, local. Skip the lines and ship local. Rapid Ship Republic is fast, friendly, and just around the corner. We stand with the Republic Tigers. Good luck this season.
Welcome back to the Retmo Halftime Report, presented by Beauty and Wellness Co. And our favorite game, everybody else's least favorite game. It's time for Pick the Scores. And Rich Miles, having grown bored with his frequent victories, has volunteered to MC tonight, as Tim and I will show our knowledge or lack thereof of various area teams. Now, all I ask, all the games you give us need to be class 4 and above.
Okay, no problem. No problem.
From the state of Missouri. Southwest Missouri.
Yes, yes. All right. All right, Rich, I'm ready.
All right, here you go. First one, Nixa and Kickapoo. Just went half.
Oh, this is a tough one. I think Nixon's probably leading this.
Probably? All right.
So I'm going to go Nixa 35, Kickapoo nothing.
35-0.
Wow. That's a good guess there, dude.
Thank you.
Wow. Well, let's go 36-0 Nixa.
Well, David's guess was not a good guess. It was an excellent guess.
Oh,
the score is 35-0 Nixa.
Yeah. It wasn't a guess. It was based on extensive knowledge.
Correct. I saw you with your schematics and all sorts of stuff over there. So
He did take an awful long time to come up with that score. Where's his phone at?
All right, your next game is Carthage versus Joplin, and it has also gone just to halftime.
Yeah, Tim, this is a tougher one.
Am I going to go?
So, Tim, you go first.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Let's go. Wow. I'm going to say 28-14 Carthage.
28-14 Carthage is Tim's guess. All right, David.
I think that Carthage is. I think it's going to be 21-7 Carthage. Rich's frequent score.
Yeah.
21-7 Carthage.
21-7. All right, Tim, I will let you figure out how who the winner is on this one here.
Okay.
The game is tied 7-7.
Oh, well, nobody wins.
So I am closer.
Yeah, if you don't get it right, no points. You got to get the leader correct.
Well, there was no leader.
Right, so no one wins.
So we're both correct.
No. They're both wrong.
David drove.
This is why
I'm going to give the win to David.
All right, yeah.
All right.
What?
This is why Tim always won the Intellivision Baseball World Series.
That was my game, my rule.
All right, sticking to the COC, you have Ozark versus Lebanon. Also just went to halftime. Ozark, Lebanon.
My turn to go first.
Yes.
I think Lebanon has the edge here. No, you know what? No, I said earlier, I thought Ozark was going to beat somebody that maybe unexpected. I think, where is it? Did you say?
I did not say. I do not know.
Well, I'm gonna say Ozark's got a. I'm gonna say Ozark's got a. No, I'm going to say Lebanon's got a 14-12 lead. 14-12, because I think Ozark probably missed an extra point and then went for two and didn't get it.
Wow. Well, I'm going to go Ozark on this one, and I will say I'll say 21-14 Ozark.
And statistician Tim Barnes is going to win this one. The score at halftime, Ozark 28, Lebanon 21.
Oh, wow. I knew I should have gone with Ozark. All right. The old Republic kid in me can't pick Ozark. All right. Is that it?
Well, we got to have one more.
Do we?
Well, we're kind of tied.
All right, not really, but according to Tim rules, we are.
Okay, then I'm gonna go. Then outside of the conference because that is I do not have any. Obviously, we know the score of this game. The only other one was the
Willard Waynesville?
Yeah, no, it's Neosho and Willard, but I do not have a score for that one.
Nobody wants that.
Let's do. Let's go with my alma mater. Let's go Branson Marshfield.
Okay.
After
And
Branson's.
it is about to go to halftime. They are about a minute away.
Okay, that's me, right? Okay, well, in honor of you, Rich, I'm gonna say Branson's leading this game, 28-14.
Well, Branson laid an egg last week, or 2 weeks ago. So, but I think they still are beating Marshfield. I'm going to say, I'll say 28-7. I'll say 28-7.
The score is Branson 42, Marshfield 6.
Ooh. Oh. I'll have to do some ciphering during the commercial break to see
I think that I pretty clearly won it. I mean, I had a bigger margin of victory for...
Yeah, but it's not the margin of victory.
Oh, yeah, we had this discussion last week.
Yeah. Read the rules. Come on.
All right, well, we've come to the end of this. This might be the last time we ever do this. With
David,
tips.
you are the winner.
All right, well, we're going to do it again next week. And fun, as always. Rich, you did a great job emceeing this week. Much better than last week. And I think that's it for the game. We're going to take a timeout and be back with more on the Retmo Halftime Report from Beauty and Wellness Co. after this timeout.
It can happen at any time. Fire damage, water damage, smoke damage, and can make your home unlivable. PuroClean will bring your home back to life. Our state-of-the-art drying equipment gets your life back to normal, and we work with all insurance companies. Tear it out, dry it up, rebuild it. PuroClean gets your home or business looking like it did before. Day or night, our specialists are ready to respond. The paramedics of property damage. PuroClean.
Whether you have a hole in your roof or you're missing a single shingle, you know who to call in Republic. It's Mike Mansker and the team at Absolute Roofing. Give them a call at 869-0444 or find them online at absoluteroofers.com.
Raising financially confident kids starts with Telcom Credit Union. For our youngest members, the Kirby Kangaroo Club makes saving fun with rewards and surprises. When kids are ready to earn, Greenlight links chore payments and financial goals directly to their own app and debit card, teaching the value of money. And for teens earning a paycheck, our Team Checking provides direct deposit, debit card access, and guardrails to prepare for adulthood. Through every milestone, Telcom helps kids and teens build lifelong money skills.
Buying or selling a home isn't just about the sign of the yard, it's about decisions, big ones. That's why the Tricia Phelps team approaches real estate like advisors, not salespeople. From fast-track financing to investment strategy, Tricia helps you make the right move with confidence, because longevity in this business is no accident. Call Tricia Phelps team with eXp Realty to learn more. Choose locally owned Central Gas Propane for unmatched service. They go the extra mile for your needs. Call 417-725-3833 or visit centralgasmo.com to switch and save today.
I'm State Farm Agent Sarah Rader. When it comes to protecting your home, auto, and family, I'm always in the red zone, ready to push through for the win. I'll help you tackle high rates and score big on coverage. Learn more at sarahrader.com.
My friend Lori Casagrande sets the scene with style buyers can't resist.
And my friend Elizabeth Gold sets the price and protects your profit.
They fall in love.
You cash the check.
Curb appeal. Close the deal.
Vision Health Eye Center in Republic provides clear vision for the big moments. Visit visionhealtheyecenter.com to book your comprehensive eye exam with Dr. Hart, Dr. Holmes, or Dr. Wilcox. Vision Health Eye Center. Clear vision for the big moments.
Welcome back to the Retmo Halftime Report presented by Beauty and Wellness Co. Congratulations to the Lady Tigers tennis team. They beat Ozark today 9-0. Rich, why wasn't that on your guess the score?
I don't know. I apologize.
9-0. And yeah, big win for the Lady Tigers as they sweep Ozark, and they've had a good season. They're already starting to wind down. I think next week will be their final regular season duel. So it happens fast. You get through September and things start trailing off. And hopefully, if things go well, football is what lasts longer than everything else. Rich, I think I know what you're going to say, but key to the second half.
Gotta, well, both sides of the ball. On the offensive side, definitely have got to be able to hold on to that ball. 3 turnovers in one half is difficult, let alone an entire game. And we've kind of talked about how, part of the reason why Republic is trailing here is it's self-inflicted wounds. And you take that away, this is possibly a whole totally different game. So definitely got to limit the mistakes. And then on the defensive side, there's been some really good tackles, but some of the big plays by Webb City has just been bad tackling. So you take away some of the really poor tackling that has occurred on a couple of plays, and this is totally different ballgame.
Rich, I don't want you distracted during the second half, so I'm going to tell you now. Tennis coach Dan Vallis has texted in, and he has forgiven you for not mentioning that tennis score on the Guess the Score game.
Yeah, thank you very much, Coach Vallis.
Rest easy, and we'll have the second half right now. We're not even going to take a break. There's too much going on. As soon as I say we're taking a break, they're going to run out there and take the kickoff. Oh, no, they're not, because there's still 2 minutes left. So we are going to take a quick break. Back with the second half after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
Buying or selling? Javier Romero at Murney Associates brings a builder's eye to every deal. He'll crawl under the house, climb the attic, help you fix what's needed, and guard your bottom line. Relax. He handles the details. You get the keys. Find him online at javierromero.murney.com or call 417-351-1807. For more than 50 years, Southern Sun Electric has been helping to build Republic and the Ozarks. For dependable commercial and industrial construction and service, choose Southern Sun Electric, a longtime supporter of Republic students. Find them online at southernsunelectric.com.
State Farm Insurance is there anytime, anywhere you need it with helpful advice and award-winning service. In Republic, call Chris Yoakum at 732-1463 or go online at chrisyoakum.com and get to a better state.
Huey Magoo's is almost open in Republic, just over a mile from the stadium. The filet mignon of chicken is coming soon, and with it, Republic Tiger Sports post-game parties after home football games this season. Huey Magoo's opening soon.
Any day is a great day to send flowers. Heaven Sent Flowers and Gifts has been your local florist in Republic since 1987, offering free local delivery. Call them at 732-1334 or go online to heavenssentflowers.com.
Your offensive line protects the quarterback, and I protect you from confusing Medicare options. I'm Wade Hobbs with Hobbs Insurance Group. Open enrollment starts October 15th. Don't get sacked by the December 7th enrollment deadline. You can find me on Facebook or call 417-425-3937. Go Tigers.
Elliott Robinson and Company, LLP, Certified Public Accountants, is Republic's local full-service accounting firm. They make possible our By the Numbers feature, where we look at stats that catch our eye on the Republic sports scene. They've been serving the area for more than 50 years, and you can find them in the Wildwood Plaza across from Pinnaker Chevrolet or online at ercpa.com.
Well, here we go. Tigers ready to receive the kick. Webb City ready to kick it off. And the third quarter just about underway as two state-ranked teams do battle here. Webb City on top 14-7, and they kick it deep, and it is taken by Coleman over the shoulder at about the 15 to the 25 to the 30, and the ball came out. And who got it? I think Webb City has it. I think
Republic
has it, but something is going on with that football tonight. Tigers cannot hang on to it, but they got that one back. That would have been a killer. And the ball placed on the 32-yard line. You know, the coaches spent approximately 90% of halftime telling them to hang on to the ball, and they fumbled the kickoff. All right, let's see what the Tigers can do here. McCracken is going to keep it, and he broke a tackle to the 40, out to the 45, and out of bounds.
And that has been just a staple there all season long, is McCracken keeping the ball and just bouncing it outside the tackle.
Good run on first down, and a gain out to the 45. Pelfrey checks out. Mass substitutions for the Tigers. Govan and Claire, Villasica in. Here comes Lawhon. Lundberg is going to check out. Lawhon split out wide to the right side. And Govan wide to the left side. They give it to Hull up the middle, and he hangs on with both hands and rumbles out past the 50. Nose of the football will be in Webb City territory. Good gain on first down for Republic.
5 yards on the play. Cooper Tingle on the side. 2nd and 5 from the 50-yard line.
McCracken under center. Overstreet over here on the right. Claire in motion. And Claire blocks out to the right. And McCracken follows him down to about the 45. He's near the first down. If he doesn't have it, he's about the length of the football short.
I think they are going to give it to him. Yep.
First down on the play for Republic from the Cardinals, 45.
First down for the Tigers. Here come Govan and Lawhon back in. Claire runs off. I didn't see who else ran off. Lundberg is out there, number 40 at tight end on the near side. And they gave it to Hull, who fights his way forward for a couple of yards on first down. Took a while for that play to develop and for McCracken to decide to let Hull have it. Gain of 2. So 2nd down and 8 coming up. Luna the center. Verstraete and Ferguson over here on this side. And a good gain by Claire, who just ran over everybody right over the top of the pile. And he gained about 7 yards. That was a good run by Claire. He hit the line hard and just churned his legs.
In this opening drive here, the second half is definitely the type of ball that we're used to seeing Republic do throughout the season. Get a good push up front by the O-line. Running backs running their feet, trying to get that extra yardage, picking up 3 to 4 yards of play.
Hand off to Hull. He stumbled and was hit at around the 35-yard line, just short of the 35. I don't think he got it. It's going to be 4th down and 1. He was hit, kept his feet, lunged forward, but didn't quite get far enough. So a big 4th and 1 play here for the Tigers.
Bringing in a tight end here, extra man to block up front.
Yeah, Schaefer at tight end on the near side. And McCracken backed away, slipped a tackle. He's in the open, down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Good run by Preston McCracken. And a flag comes in late. And we'll keep watching when this is over to see what that was.
Personal foul on Republic.
But I don't know where it was. Unless it was on Schaefer, but the play was still kind of going on. That came flying in way late. And there wasn't really anything happening when the flag came in.
But they still get the first down, though, right?
They should.
Yeah, they're moving the chains. So it's still a first down. It was after the play. I guess. The flag came in after the play. Well after. And it's 1st and 10. Well, Tigers have got to play smarter. They have not done that tonight. They've still got a 1st and 10 and a chance to tie the game with a touchdown. And a keeper for McCracken. And again in the open, into the secondary, up the sideline, inside the 20 again, right back to where he was before. And McCracken is running roughshod over this defense as the Tigers move into the red zone.
Webb City's defense obviously does not have an answer for when McCracken keeps it and runs outside the tackle.
8.5 left in the third quarter. Republic trailing 14-7. And they're up to the line. Giblin and Harper over there on the right. That's where he ran last time. On the right again, and Claire is upended, but he picks up about 4, maybe 5. All at 4. You're going to say he's down on around the 13-yard line. Second down and 6. Govan checks back in. He's been out there a lot tonight, more than he had been in previous games. They've thrown it to him a couple of times. And McCracken, it's strung out that time, and he's driven out of bounds and then thrown down, and there's a late hit against Webb City. And I was waiting for that flag to come out of the pocket, and he was pretty far over the line when they threw him to the turf, and that's going to be Webb City's turn to make a mental mistake. Neither one of these teams is playing especially smart for a top 10 team tonight. And that personal foul goes against Webb City.
That's going to set up 1st and goal for Republic.
Yeah, half the distance. Takes it down to the 7-yard line. Ball was on the 13, so that's effectively a 6-yard penalty, I guess. First and goal. They almost jumped. They give it to Hall, and he is hit, stays on his feet, leans forward. He's inside the 5, down to the 4. I thought for a second he was going to have a hole, but, man, those DBs come up quick for the Cardinals and fill those gaps.
That's one of the things that Webb City has been pretty consistent on the defensive side is they are quick to the ball.
The 2nd and goal from the 5 now. Well, I'd say it's closer to the 4 than the 5. The scoreboard says on the 5. McCracken keeps and bowls his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they're an extra point away from tying it up. And more extracurricular activity after the play ended. I actually was looking away by the time I heard the shriek from in front of us. Yeah, I don't think that was much. I think that was him stumbling, trying to get back up. Or it was maybe an accentuated soccer-style fall, shall we say. So Peary can tie it with the extra point. The kick is up, and it is wide left. He missed it, and so the Tigers trail by a point, 14-13, with 7:08 left to go in the third quarter. They'll need to make that up. Down by 1. Back with more after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
Are you in search of a fair, reliable plumber that you can count on 24/7? Call Far Better Plumbing. Local, transparent, and reliable. No hidden fees. Billed hourly on site. Far Better Plumbing is your plumbing connection for all residential, commercial, and excavation work. Far Better wants to be your plumber for life. Call them at 864-8703 or find them online at farbetterplumbing.com. Eris Pizza brings a slice of history to your table. Since 1961, their blend of handcrafted dough, rich sauces, and a variety of fresh toppings cooked in an authentic brick oven offers a unique dining experience. Explore their menu at erispizza417.com or drop into the Wildwood Plaza on Highway 60.
Welcome back. Elijah Peary has it teed up, and he will kick it deep, and that's going to go into the end zone and out the back of the end zone. Webb City will take over on the 20-yard line, and the Tigers will need to make a defensive stop here. Of course, they had to make a defensive stop at some point anyway. They played well defensively in the first half. And they've given Webb City a long field. Webb City has not really put together a sustained drive without Republic assistance all night. One touchdown was aided by at least one penalty on the roughing the kicker. The other touchdown was a long run. And they go up the middle. Not much running room as the Tigers were there. Cooper White was the first one there to shut it down on the run by Williams. A short gain of 1 on first down. Second down and 9.
D-line did a great job there, not allowing any running lanes for the fullback. Need to keep that going there. If you just cause a big giant mess for whoever the ball carrier is and they have nowhere to go, it's going to create, the opportunity of gaining hardly anything.
We talked about that D-line being outsized. They have played well, very well. The ball's on the ground, and he picked it back up, but then it was Whitworth who flew in and made the tackle. They mishandled the exchange, and the quarterback Strickland was able to jump on it.
And this is big right here. You have Webb City deep in their own territory, 3rd and long, 3rd and 9. You would think that Webb City is going to either try something outside or do play action pass.
Almost exactly how the first half started. Tigers got a stop here, but then roughed the kicker. They pitch it, and they had him and missed him, and it's going to be a first down and a big gain. Govan got turned around. Here comes Lawhon from behind, tried to strip the ball, and finally pulled down inside the 25-yard line. A long run for Webb City.
We've talked about that most of the game, the Republic defense has had some really good tackles, but that time, the bad tackling bites you.
That's a 55-yard run.
So a 55-yard run. And Webb City is knocking on the door. And they hand it off through the middle, and a good gain. That was Haslip. Picked up about 6, maybe, call it 6 on first down. Mason Whitworth, number 44, came up and made the stop. Got 5 minutes left in the third quarter. This is a fast-moving game. Quarterback keeper and nowhere to go. Strickland kept it, leaned forward for a yard or two, but that was all. Norman was in there.
That time, D-line did a great job of just creating a mess up there in front. The QB decided to keep it. He had nowhere to go. Keeps it a short game.
3rd and 3, ball on the 17. Boy, they almost left early. But they've got the first down. And it's Haslip again, down to the 10. That line is firing off quickly, and they had it timed so well, it almost looked like they jumped early. I don't think they did.
Yeah, there's been a few plays where I thought Webb City had at least one player move or kind of anticipate the snap.
Yeah, and they're so good at that it's tough sometimes to catch them when they do it. And that time they did move. Over on the left side of the line.
Left tackle. Sometimes when you have an O-lineman that moves, that kind of gives it away on possibly where the ball's going. Either an O-lineman who's pulling will sometimes try to get a little edge and try to get a quick step because they're the lineman pulling, or they know the ball carrier is going right up their rear end, so they try to move a little bit quicker too.
Yeah, he wasn't pulling, he was going forward. And that is where they go on that play. A little dive ahead by Mason Williams. Down to about the 12. Cooper White makes the stop. Second down and goal from the 12-yard line. I mean, this is a good opportunity for the Tigers to get a stop and hold them to a field goal. That's second and goal from the 12. That penalty could come back to bite Webb City. And we've got a whistle.
I don't think he got the ball off before the play clock.
The timeout. 2:47 left. Brian McFarland barely got the timeout call. And so while they talk things over, we'll take a break. Back with more after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
At First Christian Church of Republic, we believe in doing good unto others because life isn't just about touchdowns, it's about how we treat our teammates. Around here, it's about love, grace, and open doors for everyone. First Christian Church of Republic, loving God, loving people, doing life together. republicchristian.org.
From Tiger fans to your business team, from booster fundraising to your youth league, Jennifer at Teamwear Solutions has been making Republic teams look great and raise money for years. Whatever your team, whatever your cause, she's ready. Teamwear Solutions, Tiger proven, team ready.
Welcome back. It's second and goal from the 12. Tim, you mentioned that this could be 4-down territory for Webb City here.
Yeah, their kicker hit the goalpost on one of his extra points, so be interesting to see if they get to fourth down, if they try the field goal or not.
2:47 left in the third quarter. And the pitch, pass slip, is driven out of bounds around the 8-yard line. Good defense by the Tigers. They strung it out. I think that was Whitworth, but I'm not sure. Let's take a look again. Ball marked out at the 7. And nope, it was Lashley who came in and made the stop. So back to live action now. Third and goal from the 7. And they have a little motion. They run it toward the end zone, reach for the pylon, and is he down? No, they gave him a touchdown. They gave him a touchdown, and I don't know if his knee was down, but Kieran Govan and Caleb Norman can't believe it. Let's take another look. Watch his knee. Yeah, well, can't see it full speed, but I would be real surprised if his knee didn't touch on his way toward that pylon. In any event, it's a touchdown and a chance to take an 8-point lead for Webb City. 2:35 left to go in the third quarter. So many missed opportunities for the Tigers tonight. And that kick is good, straight through. And it makes it 21-13. So the Tigers will need to score and then go for 2 to tie the game. But first, they got to get the ball and drive it down. Let's see how they do it after this timeout on Republic Tiger Sports.
People's Community Bank has been part of Republic since 2014, proudly supporting local schools and community events. Located in West Republic on Highway 60, People's Community Bank offers loans with fast local decisions, competitive rates, and everyday banking with a hometown feel. Learn more at peoplescommunitybank.com. People's Community Bank, where community comes first.
Scoring drive, 9 plays, 80 yards.
Welcome back. An 80-yard touchdown drive by Webb City puts them on top 21-13. And Republic will have to answer here. They kick it to Trenton Coleman, bobbled it slightly, has it at the 25, big gap, and took it out past the 35 to about the 36-yard line before being brought down. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Hope you're having as much fun watching as we are here, and hopefully it'll get a lot more fun as the Tigers trail 21-13, but they've got the ball. Got a chance to tie. How many times have we come down here and been waiting for the night to mercifully end? And it's a lot different over the last 3 years or so. McCracken keeps, run behind Clare and Hall. He's hit, but leans forward and ends up picking up 5. He got hammered, but still picked up 5 yards on first down.
And that right there has been some of the big plays tonight for Republic, is when McCracken keeps the ball. I think that you're probably going to have his number being called more and more as the night progresses.
And a handoff to Hall. Spins ahead, and I think he's got the first down. Reminder, you can check out live stats on our website, republictigersports.com, and then hit the live button at the top of the page if you go to republictigersports.com. Preston McCracken up to 183 yards rushing against this Webb City team. And that's a busted play. McCracken trying to make something of it. Throws it all the way back to Villasica, who's wide open and caught it at the 30. He took a busted play and made something out of it. And the Tigers have it down on the 30.
There's a flag about the 47-yard line.
Of course. Let's see. So the holding call takes it back.
No, they had illegal man downfield. They had
all right,
a couple of offensive linemen.
That makes sense because I don't even know if that was supposed to be a pass. So that's 4 penalties. No, before that, they had 4 penalties for 55 yards. Now up to 5 penalties for 60 yards against Republic tonight. So it's first down and 15 when McCracken, regardless of how that ended up, the fact that he was able to make that pass, that was something. All the way across the field against his body. And Clare, big hole right side, rumbles out near midfield before being brought down. Good gain on first down.
And we're already under a minute left here in the third quarter. When both teams just run it the majority of the time, they keep that clock running. Kind of reminds me of an Army-Navy game where both teams run it almost the entire play, and you've got a game that usually lasts over 3 hours go around 2.
Under a minute. Wide receiver to each side. And a keeper and a pitch to Villasica. He's got a lot of room inside the 40. Rumbles over a man down to the 35. And Villasica picks up the first down for Republic with 26 seconds left. He ran over Hurd at the end.
You think Webb City's defense would have that defended a little bit better, considering that's pretty much what their offense runs most of the time is options. So they did not do what you're taught to do on defending the option, is making sure there's someone out there on the pitch man. So as soon as the QB pitches it, you've got a outside linebacker or corner or someone that's filling the gap and filling the alley and blowing that running back up.
6 seconds left in the quarter. I don't know if the Tigers are going to bother trying to snap it or not. Nope, time runs out. So we've come to the end of the third quarter. It's 21-13, Webb City. And it's going to be a dandy finish to this one. Fourth quarter coming up after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
Looking for your next ride? Come see us at Pinnaker Chevrolet in Republic. Not only do we have a great selection of new Chevrolets on the lot, we've got a huge selection of pre-owned vehicles, all makes, all models, ready to drive home today. Need to sell or trade? We're buying cars, trucks, and SUVs, and we'll give you top dollar, no strings attached. Fair deals with local people you can trust. Let our family take care of yours at Pinnaker Chevrolet in Republic or online at pinnakerchevrolet.com.
Ready to start the fourth quarter. Let's take a look at the game by the numbers. 289 yards in total for Republic, 239 for Webb City. Each team has run 39 plays so far tonight. Republic averaging 7.4 yards a play, Webb City averaging 6.1. But those penalties, 60 yards in penalties against the Tigers, plus the turnovers, have left them in a hole here, down 21-13. Thanks to Elliott Robinson and company for sponsoring By the Numbers all season long. McCracken keeps, very patient, and he takes it down inside the 30. He was so patient on that run. Watch that again and watch him pick his way through.
Second down, 4 to go.
He understands football. He understands that his O-linemen have got to have a little bit of progression there, and it takes a little bit of time for them to pick up their blocks. Yeah. And he just kind of follows his blockers and is able to pick up the yardage.
McCracken up to 189 yards. Gives it to Claire. And a solid gain down to the 25-yard line. Gain of about 4. Aiden Schaefer, number 87, comes in at tight end as the Tigers have it 3rd and 1. They'll pack it in tight here. Schaefer on one end and Braxton Lundberg on the other. They run off the right side, and that's a first down for McCracken. Still on his feet, hit from behind, down at the 12. Good run by McCracken. Slow to get up is Landon Harper, but he gets some help from his buddies. And he's on his feet and heads down to the line of scrimmage. Tigers back in the red zone. And a chance to cut it down to 2 with a touchdown and then go for 2 to potentially tie it.
Puts McCracken over 200 yards rushing for the night.
Wow. Biggest rushing night I remember down here, and that's Pelfrey, who's in the end zone. Touchdown, Pelfrey. And the Tigers strike back. It's 21-19, and they will go for 2 here.
That was a great drive by the Republic offense, just methodically working down the field. That is what we're used to seeing year after year with Coach Cornelison. Great job by the offensive line. McCracken being tough out there. As you said, he's already, we still have almost a whole quarter left, and he's over the 200 mark rushing.
So the Tigers with a chance to tie here. They run a little reverse. They're going to throw it off the reverse. Back to McCracken into the end zone. Brennan Overstreet to Preston McCracken on the throwback for the 2-point conversion. And we are tied.
That's probably one of the most exciting 2-point conversions I've seen in a long time.
And McCracken was wide open and got it in the end zone. And we're tied up 21 apiece with 10:28 left. Well, if you told me on the way down here the Tigers would turn it over 3 times, they'd have 60 yards worth of penalties, I would not have counted on 21-21 with 10.5 minutes left. But the Tigers have actually outplayed Webb City when they haven't made silly mistakes.
And now that we are in the fourth quarter, that's when we've got to be mentally sound here. Mistakes can't be the deciding factor late in the game.
Yeah, it's crunch time now, and Perry will tee it up and kick it off. boots it deep, and that's going to go in to the end zone, I think. No, it came back!
It's a live ball.
Back, and it's down inside the 10. Well,
my gosh, that
exactly
was
like
awesome.
Yeah,
that usually the ball bounces, the momentum takes it forward, and this is one of those times where it just hits the correct spot of the ball and does a backward spin.
Yeah, Elijah Perry, even more talented than I realized that he was able to do that.
What is so great is the fact that it almost set up a turnover, but the fact that Webb City's got the ball inside their own 10.
Yeah, now the Tiger defense has to be fundamentally sound, not make mistakes, and commit penalties. But they can afford to be aggressive. And there they are. And the first one there was Ethan Montiel to come in and make the stop on Haslip. 10:15 left to go in the game, all tied at 21.
Shows how good this team was prepared by the coaching staff. Was you had a couple of Republic defenders that I think knew where the ball was going, and they even kind of shifted over and anticipating the ball coming where it went.
Gain of 3, 2nd and 7. A keeper, and out past the 15 to about the 19-yard line, right around the first down marker. I think he got it. So that gives Cardinals a little bit of breathing room with 9:49 left. Now they took about 8 minutes to score their first touchdown, so they could take their time here and punch it in if Republic can't get a stop at some point. Handoff and nowhere to go. Great push by the D-line. And we talked early, this outsized defensive line was going to have to hold its own. Whitworth came off the bottom of the pile, and they brought down Williams after a gain of 1.
When you're on the D lineman, you've got to stay low. You can't go up high and get pushed back or get a pancake, get pancaked by the O-line. They did a great job of staying low and just creating a giant mess up there and not allowing the running back having any running lanes.
Under 9 to go, 2nd and 9. The pitch and almost intercepted by Montiel. Oh, and out of bounds. Montiel was so close to intercepting that. I think he even got a hand on it. Haslip gets the big gain. Almost pick 6 on a pitch. Oh, goodness.
We're going to have a timeout. One of the referees, I think it may have been the person doing the sticks, the yard marker went down in that.
Yeah, so while they work on him, we'll take a break. 8:47 left to go in the game. Tied up at 21. Webb City will have the ball on its own 32-yard line when we come back after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
This is Vanessa at Beauty and Wellness Co. At Beauty and Wellness, we are all about Retmo Spirit. And we're also about helping you optimize your internal wellness and enhance your external beauty. Whether you're looking to age gracefully or just looking for a boost of energy to help you refuel and recover, we are the place to go. Visit our spot at Highway 174 and Main Street. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram at Beauty Plus Wellness CO or call us at 417-590-8200.
Go Tigers!
Kirk's Collision Center in Republic has been helping neighbors get back on the road with more than 20 years of experience behind the work. They're OEM certified, so repairs meet factory standards. And their team handles everything from collision and glass work to paintless dent repair. Even if your insurance company suggests another shop, you can always choose Kirk's, and every repair comes with a lifetime warranty. Learn more at kirkscollisioncenter.com.
All right, welcome back. I think we're all squared away. Everybody looks, if not healthy, at least able to go on. And 1st and 10, ball on the 32 for Webb City, tied up at 21.
First down for the Cardinals. 1st and 10 for the 32.
Defense has played well all night, and they've been close to making big plays on this drive. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 in motion. And they're going to throw. And he's hit as he throws and overthrows everybody. Govan had the coverage. Norman was there and put a big hit on Strickland, and he threw it. What credit Strickland's arm strength. Be able to throw it 10 yards past the receiver after taking that hit from Norman.
But Norman's pretty much who just messed that whole play up. The Webb City QB had to throw that ball a lot earlier. If he would have had some more time, the receiver could have ran underneath it. So Caleb Norman did a great job. And what's great, too, is the fact that he did it in the way that did not get a roughing the passer.
Yeah, that's a good point. And they almost intercepted the pitch again, and they played that one well, came up and made the stop. Norman with another tackle. Ekene Chukwu is going to help him up as Haslip picked up about 3 yards. 3rd down and 7 coming up for Webb City. This is a big play, isn't it? This might be the play of the night so far. 3rd and 7. They got back in the backfield, and they moved early. Webb City did. And poor Braden Strickland got hammered again. And it's a false start. Didn't even count. That was Grayson Hart who got back there and hit him. Man, the penetration that this defense has been able to get into the backfield has been nothing short of amazing. I did not expect that.
Hey, great technique by the D lineman, be able to dip and rip through an O lineman that's blocking him, or a linebacker just kind of reading the play and shooting the gap and making the tackle.
That's 3rd and 12. Passing down, they throw it over the middle. It is incomplete. And here comes the flag from behind. I didn't see any contact before the ball got there. So it's 1st and 10 for Webb City. He fell, but I'm pretty sure the contact came after the ball, looking at the replay. A keeper for Strickland. And he got away and then taken down by Lashley. Under 8 minutes to go in the game.
Second by Nolan Lashley. 2nd down and 2 for the Cardinals from the 47.
Second and 2. Webb City in no hurry as the clock ticks down to 7.5 left in the game. All tied at 21. And the keeper. And Strickland is driven back near the 1st down marker. I think they're going to give it to him and say he got out past inside the 45-yard line. And that would be enough for the 1st down. Well, no, now where they put the ball, I think he is going to be a little bit short.
Well, the marker's at the
now they're
45-yard line.
Now they're moving the chains.
Okay. But if you go back to that play, Strickland, the QB for Webb City, he was holding that ball really loosely. So that was, I think, a missed opportunity by the Republic Tigers to punch that ball out.
Well, missed opportunities is the theme of the night for Republic. And with 6:40 left, Webb City has it in Republic territory. Handoff to Haslip. And Chukwu catches him from behind. I think he ran into Montiel down there first.
One yard on the play, 2nd and 9.
Gain of 1.
Chukwu for Republic, I mean, you're looking at the stats here. He's 6'1", 240 pounds. That is a big young man to try to block, and he does a really good job of being agile for someone that big.
Yeah, it's all muscle, too. He is strong. Has the school record on the discus throw. Option, keeper, Strickland taken down.
That time, the defense did a great job of defending the option, how you're supposed to. You got someone who comes up on the QB, and then you've got someone who comes out on the pitch man, and you make it really difficult for the QB to make the decision of either keeping it or pitching it when you've got two defenders right in their faces, because he knows that if he pitches it, you've got someone there that could possibly bat the ball down or cause a bad pitch. So he kept the ball and was only able to pick up a short yardage.
It was 83 Ellis who made that stop. Big 3rd and 8 here. They're going to throw. No, they're not. There's a timeout called by Ryan Cornelson. So Cornelson wants to talk things over with his defense on a 3rd and 8 coming up for Webb City. We'll take a timeout as well. This is a good one. Hang around. Back with more after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
It's important that there be a place that preserves and recognizes the history.
I think you come in here and you look at all these trophies. It shows you that there's been excellence in this community for generations. It's important for a community like Republic to have that.
Welcome back. Mason Young was in there at quarterback. Let's see, number 10. Let's see if he goes back out. I said Strickland.
Yeah, he's out there.
Yep, Mason Young. Shotgun, 3rd and 8. Tigers send the blitz. Hart trying to get him. Whitworth trying to get him. They push him out of bounds, but he's near the first down. I think he's going to be a yard short. Just couldn't quite get there. Hart was giving chase from behind and couldn't catch up to him.
Great job by the defense putting pressure on the QB and not being able to get a good pass off. Just couldn't finish it by chasing him down and pushing him out.
All right, 4th and 1. They're going to go for it.
It's a big play right here.
They hand it off, and he's hit! He's hit, and I think they stopped him! The defense got to stop again! I think I'm sensing a theme. This happened to end the game last year. Now let's see if the Tigers can finish them off. Who came in and got the stop? I didn't see it. It was Lashley, number 19, who came in and stood him up. And now with 5:03 left, the Tigers can take the lead for the first time. McCracken keeps it, stumbles ahead, out to the 40, past the 40. Gain of about 4 on first down. Well, we've seen all year, the line continues to get better as the night goes on for Republic. Let's see if the offensive line can do that here.
Yeah, they're doing a good job. Usually O-linemen start to get a little gassed, and these guys are out here like it's the first quarter. I do some more heavy dose of McCracken keeping the ball.
4.5 left. McCracken keeps it again, and he can't get, oh, he did get loose, and he goes back the other way. He's got the first down, I think. He ran about 20 yards to gain 6, and it is a first down for Republic. How about Preston McCracken tonight?
Yeah, he's running with a lot of determination. He's kind of putting the offense on his back right now, being the leader out there, determined to get that first down. He could have easily just gone down, but he was fighting, twisting, and was able to get out of a couple tackles.
First and 10, under 4 to go. To Claire, who puts both arms around the ball and carries it out beyond the 50 to the 49 into Webb City territory. Keep in mind, Elijah Perry booted one in from 45 yards out last week, so they've got that option.
And Republic still has 2 timeouts that they could use.
214 rushing yards for Preston McCracken on 21 carries. He's also caught a touchdown pass or a 2-point conversion pass. The pitch to Villasica, a lot of room inside the 40, pushed out of bounds around the 35. Villasica on the pitch. We've seen the Tigers pitch it more tonight than they have all season, and it's a first down for Republic.
Man, you can just feel the energy right now that it is just definitely just shifted to Republic. The Republic crowd is all standing up across the way there. Most of the game they were kind of sitting. Everything's pumped. I just feel the energy here. It kind of feels like Republic is just destined to punch this thing in.
1st and 10. They give it to Helfrey up the middle, who gains about 4. 3:08 left. Clock continues to run. This is exactly how Republic wants to end a close game. With a tie score, with the ball in their opponent's territory, and plenty of time to run their offense.
And give credit to the defense on a
Yes.
4-down turnover.
Govan and Lawhon are both over here on the right. Keeper, McCracken spins inside the 20, the 15, knocked over an official, down to the 10, down to the 9. He might have been gone if he hadn't run over an official down there. And he's inside the 10. It's 1st and goal for the Tigers with 2:33 left to go. And now another official getting checked on. Training staff is getting a workout. 2.5 left. I don't think they're going to run anything other than up the middle as they're back in the red zone here.
And that clock just keeps ticking.
Down to 2:20. Up to the line. McCracken keeps, steps to the side, fights his way down to about the 7. Good push by the line. Pickup of 2. Down to 2:07 left. This is mirror image of last year when Webb City had the chance to win it.
The Webb City defense just looks a little frazzled, too. That last play, they had guys shifting around. I don't think everybody knew exactly where they were supposed to be lined up.
2nd and goal on the 6. Republic letting the clock wind down. They've got 2 timeouts left. So does Webb City. McCracken keeps, lunges, ball is loose, he was down. Yep, he was down, and the ball is out, but they're going to mark it on the 2. It's going to be 3rd down and goal on the 2. He reached out there at the tail end, and Webb City called the timeout. Let's look at tail end at that. Look at the tail end of that play if it's not too late. And he reached out, and yeah, ball squirted out, but he was down when it happened. And the Tigers are 2 yards away from taking the lead with 1.5 minutes left to go. I mean, they have played horribly tonight, and they still got a chance to beat Webb City. And when I say they played horribly, when they've had good plays, they've played fantastic. But they've made so many mistakes. This is the most rushing yards down here that we have seen since Journey Jones had what, Tim?
246.
246. So the ball is on the 2, and Preston McCracken has 242 rushing yards. So he's 2 yards short of that amazing game that Journey Jones had down here in the tough loss back in, 2015, I think. 3rd and goal from the 2, all tied up. Up to the line they go. The cowbells are out. And the cowbells are silenced. And there's the touchdown, Preston McCracken. The Tigers have come all the way back to take the lead, 27-21. And that's just the O-line pushing him out of the way. And McCracken basically pushed his way forward. Another touchdown for McCracken. He's now at 244. And Peary will try to make it a 7-point lead. And I will say this. Now, he mentioned on our Retmo football show when we interviewed him on Thursday night that sometimes by the end of the game his legs starting to get tired. And he can't kick it into the end zone as reliably. But, boy, it sure would be nice. And that one's blocked. And it remains a 6-point game. So they got through and got a hand on it. And there's something for the Webb City faithful to cheer about. They've got time to score with 1:25 remaining. And we're going to have to listen to the cowbells for a while longer, I believe, because this is going to come down to the wire. 27-21, the Tigers ran it right at Webb City, and Preston McCracken was responsible for a lot of that. 387 yards total for the Tigers, 285 for Webb City. And a reminder, you can take a look at live stats anytime throughout the night at republictigersports.com/live. Tigers have run the ball 50 times for 387 yards. Webb City has run the ball 45 times for 275 yards. And Elijah Peary will try to, I presume, boot this into the end zone after having the extra point blocked. Tigers have missed an extra point, had one blocked, have given an extra possession to Webb City on the penalty, on the roughing the kicker penalty, and that one is taken at the 1, so a chance to run it back. And Tigers have had trouble, but they get it stopped. It was Fisher who made the stop on the long run. Fisher Moore. And the Cardinals have the ball on the 38-yard line with 1:18 left. Now they're going to put it back on the 36. First and 10 out of the shotgun. Looking to throw. A keeper. And a good play by Chukwu to get a hand on him and slow him down. As it was Mason Young who was going to take off to run, but now the clock is ticking.
Yeah, and Webb City's only got one timeout left.
Under a minute left. Tigers, I would expect, will bring the house, but now they will call timeout to talk things over. 2nd down and 8 on the 38. 62 yards to go for Webb City. The Tigers try to get the stop. We'll see how it ends after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
I'm Robin McKee with your locally owned UPS store. We've raised our family in Republic, and we're here to help local businesses thrive with printing, shipping, and more. Visit us in the shopping center behind Commerce Bank, and let's succeed together at the UPS store.
.54 seconds left. Tigers leading 27-21. Republic has won 3 of the last 4 against Webb City. Trying to make it 4 of 5 here and trying to win on this field for the 2nd time in a row. They won here to break the 24-game losing streak just 3 seasons ago in the district semifinals. That was a Saturday. They've never won here on a Friday night. Trying to do it for the first time. Young looks to throw. Hart gives chase. He spins out of it. Puts up the long pass. It is too long beyond the receiver. There were 2 men in coverage. That was Coleman and Govan, but he had a step, and if that had been on the money, that would have been trouble for the Tiger defense. 46 seconds left. 3rd down and 8. And Hart was this close to getting in there.
Oh, yeah, he came out wide, and the left tackle for Webb City did not come out to block him, and he just allowed Hart to circle around him and put pressure on the QB.
Again, they throw a screen. It's bobbled, and it's tipped up in the air. Pass was incomplete. It's 4th down and 8, and the Tigers can end it right here. Mason Williams wanted a pass interference call. Didn't get it. 41 seconds left. If the Tigers get the stop here, they can kneel on it and run out the clock. So many mistakes, and yet the Tigers have the lead. And timeout called by Ryan Cornelson. Yeah, good idea. The game comes down to this with 41 seconds left. And defensively, you just don't want to let anybody behind you. But at the same time, I mean, Cornelson will roll the dice and send the house to try to put the quarterback under pressure. And high school quarterbacks, Rich, don't necessarily handle that very well.
No, they don't. And the past two plays, that's exactly what it is. They brought some guys on a blitz, brought some guys on the edge. If you have too many guys coming at your QB, then your O-lineman can pick up. Someone's going to come free. And if you are putting pressure on a QB, like you said, a lot of these guys don't have the arm strength to be able to, bomb it downfield when you've got to be able to essentially score a touchdown here, at the very least get a first down.
They've got one timeout left if they were to need it, so they could throw it over the middle and get the first down. 5 wide receivers. And here comes Hart again. He flushed him out of the pocket, and he slipped and fell, and they got him! They got him, and the Tiger defense did it again! Grayson Hart chased him down and got him in the backfield, and the Tiger defense comes up big, and they can kneel on the ball and run out the clock.
What an outstanding second half for the Republic Tigers.
Almost got away from Hart, but then as he tried to cut again and plant maybe to throw, he was unable to steady himself, and Hart got to him.
Your Republic team that went down 14-0 early to Webb City and responded and was able to come back and get this win.
What a win for the Tigers. And they have now beaten Webb City 4 out of the last 5 meetings after losing 24 in a row. And normally, you're a little nervous the second time you play a team because you think, did we play a perfect game and just happen to beat them the first time? If they face Webb City again, they know they can play better than they did tonight. I don't even know. They're not going to have to snap it. Time runs out, and the Tigers come into Webb City and get a win for the second straight time. Final score, Republic 27, Webb City 21. We'll be back to wrap up the broadcast after this timeout on Republic Tiger Sports.
Since 2014, Republic Animal Hospital has been caring for pets with the personal touch you'd expect from a hometown clinic.
You know people are friendly here. I think there's still those small town values here, and I like being part of the community.
From dogs and cats to pocket pets, Dr. Ferguson and her team provide compassionate care in a comfortable, expanded facility designed for both pets and their people. Republic Animal Hospital, caring for your pets because they're family.
(27-21). That's a great win for Republic, which made a lot of mistakes, but still got the victory. Rich Miles, final thoughts on this one?
Final thoughts is you come down to Webb City, you beat them, and the fact that this keeps Republic in that number 1 spot in district. So this essentially has so much implications down the road when it comes down to district play.
Doesn't get any easier. It's Carthage next week and then Neosho, and the Tigers will have to keep it rolling, but they have now taken the inside track on a number 1 seed, knocking off Webb City. When district play rolls around, we'll see where it shakes out. But again, Carthage next week. That's a road game, and we'll bring it to you live starting around 6:45 next Friday. For everybody involved, I'm so excited I'm going to forget somebody. So for everybody involved, thanks for watching. Tigers win it 27-21. And that's going to do it from Webb City High School on Republic Tiger Sports.